Hello everyone, the Klaus here, and today guys I'm going to review some mugs which I made in fact, and which are some recolors of a mug I made in 2007, but well, because I didn't review this mug at the time, you don't know it, so well, you will still discover something even if it's just some recolors which are quite simple. But well, let's move on to the review itself. And well, you have to know that the original mug was dark green, and well, the recolors, of course, means new colors, and so this one is red. It's the red version. I will also talk about the other difference later on. So here's the frame. So how it's made? Well, it's really simple because first I used this metal pelvis part right there. Then, thanks to some pins, I linked this vacuum part on the back right there. And as you can see, the pins still pops out, and it will be quite useful later on. And then, thanks to the axle hole on this vacuum part, I linked a vacuum pelvis part right there, which means I got two ball joints for the legs and two ball joints for the arms. And as you can see on this vacuum pelvis part, I added two pins. Also notice these technique beams right there to cover the hole, because I'm going to link this metal leg on the front, and so this means this part then is covered. There is no empty hole between the pelvis part and the feet. The foot, excuse me. And the foot will be quite useful because I'm going to use this axle to link the head, but I will do that later on. Then I'm going to link the legs. So like I said, this smoke was made in 2007. So the legs are pretty simple, as you can see. Nothing really incredible, I guess, to understand. Double connector, then you're going to have a metal tight armor, then a vacuum leg, and then a tower holder foot. Of course, the second leg is exactly the same. And then the arms, which leads me to a point, is that I have changed the weapons from the different versions, and well, the original weapons were some of Wakshi, I guess, and there I used the one from when you are made true. But apart from that, the legs are once again quite simple. Well, the arms are quite simple, but of course, well, they use some metal legs. Excuse me for this little problem. So they will be linked like that. Then I'm going to link the wings, which are made in a simple way because I used this part, then link an axle, and then I'm going to link a connector plus a metal, not a metal, but a tower holder arm. Then for the wings, I used some Lyrakh Katana's blade, and then for the second wing, as you can see, I used a connector plus another Lyrakh's blade, excuse me. And so I'm going to link, of course, this part on the pins on the back. And then the head, so of course the original head was the Matao Ordika's head because it was green, but because the not really, well, apart from this, the Vakama's head, but apart from this head, none of the Ordika's head were recolored. So this means, of course, there is not a Matao's Ordika head in red. So I mean, of course, I have to use this one. And the eyes are trans green also, which was not the case on the original one, which were like blue, I guess, or something like that. And here we go. The mug is finished. So if you are interested in the storyline, this guy is supposed to be a robot from a big army. So of course, he's not just one guy. It's a robot from tons of robots, which looks each the same. And they all goes on a war on some island. So that said, let's move on to the articulations. So first the arm. So because of the vacuum part on the back, you can't really move the arm on the back, apart if you try this type of things. But apart from that, it's quite blocked. Then from the elbow point of view, there is no problem. You can move these things all the way up. The same can be said for the hands. The legs do not have any problems, as you can see. The wings got one ball joint per movement of articulations. There is nothing really to add. You can close them like that if you want, or of course open them wide like this. Of course, it's not fully articulated wings, but at least it got one ball joint. And finally, the head kind of block on the back, of course, kind of blocks on the back because of the metal foot. But apart from that, it can look on the side, it can look on the side without any big problems, and down also. So that was, so you have to know that the original mock was named Lyrakh. So I call these variations Lyrakh version Fire. So here's one. And I have made, so you also have to know that I, in fact, already made two versions of this mock, the blue one and the white one, with the original green one. And well, I decided to make the last three ones. So this means here is the fire one, or the red one. Here is the stone, or brown one, excuse me. Just try to not make things fall off. So as you can see, the only difference is of course the colors, the weapons used, which are from some washi, and of course the end, which is not the same. And I used some dark blue eyes, which are really cool because it really adds a contrast between the light shade of this natural brown and of course the dark shade of the dark blue. Of course it's the same, it got the same articulations, and yeah, that's quite all. Excuse me, I'm going to maybe put down his arm so you can see more of the brown guys on the back. And then you got the black version, which works the same in fact, but just don't notice this armors. I think I made some mistakes right there because here the armors are put on the back and not on the front of the arms. But except for that, different colors, different heads, trans orange eyes, and different weapon. Of course, here it's the Mateo's Maui blade. Well, the Mateo Maui's blade. And apart from that, that's all, guys. So I'm going to pause him. And this will be all for this review. So of course, these are all marks. I did not improve anything in there. I just recolored them. So there might be still some drawbacks or some things which are not really well made or well crafted. I can understand that. Personally, I guess they are pretty simple and they work fine. I don't see any big problems apart the articulations from the arms and maybe the wings, which may look maybe too simple for you. Whereas the same can be said for the legs and arms, but well, I'm not really the one which tries to make some custom things every time on each of these mocks. So sometimes I just like to make some simple things which works. And I think that's the case for that. But if you have a different opinion than mine, feel free to tell it in the comments section of this video. And the same, of course, goes if you have any questions about the smokes. Even if I think I have pretty much summed everything up. So that said, hope you enjoy this review. Hope you enjoy the smokes, guys. Feel free to comment, like I said. And that said, see you later for another video review. Bye bye.